So you guys have been requesting this video a lot recently, so I'm really excited to be posting the $20 makeup challenge for you guys. And I had so much fun going out and looking for these products, and this has also been my favorite video to watch recently on YouTube. And this video has just been going around like wildfire because it is such a fun challenge. And my favorite $20 makeup challenge video that I've seen so far has been by Emily Noel 83. I love her. I love watching her videos, and her challenge was so much fun to watch. So I will link her video down below. She did an amazing job, so you guys should go and watch that video and subscribe to her while you're there because she is awesome. So the rules for the $20 makeup challenge are pretty simple. You just have to make sure that all of the products and tools that you are using come out to $20 or less. So that can really be a challenge to find all of your makeup and all of your brushes and tools and everything that you're using for $20. But I did it, and I had an amazing time putting everything together, and this is the look that I came up with. It's a pretty natural, everyday look. I have a natural shimmery eye, and then some peachy pink cheeks, a little bit of bronzer, and then some peachy pink lips. So yeah, I think that is pretty much everything that I have to go over with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. I'm going to start off this look with my NYC Smooth Skin Liquid Makeup in the color 677 Nude, and I'm just going to shake up the bottle because that's what it says to do. So I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to put this onto my face. So just going to blend it out, and then I'm going to put a little bit underneath my eyes to cover up any darkness. I feel like this is kind of a dupe for Revlon Color Stay because it reminds me a lot of the Revlon Color Stay foundation for oily combination skin, only it's not as heavy because it doesn't give as much coverage. So I feel like you can get pretty good medium coverage. It doesn't go all the way to full coverage like Revlon Color Stay, but it feels very similar to that foundation. This next product was actually one of my go-to products back in high school. And in high school I didn't really wear makeup, but when I got pimples I would use concealer to cover them up, and I would always reach for my NYC Cover Stick. This is in the shade Light. I wear the shade Medium, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just had to go with Light. But this is a great affordable concealer, and I'm just going to use this to cover up the little pimple that I have here and some discoloration that I have. So I just put it in the areas where I need it, and since this shade doesn't match me exactly, I will have to work with it a little bit more to get it to blend in. So I'm going to keep using the same concealer, and I'm going to get a little bit on my ring finger, and I'm going to conceal any darkness that is left underneath my eyes. And this actually works out really well for my eye area because I like to use a slightly lighter shade underneath my eyes just to make them look brighter. For powder, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Clarifying Pressed Powder in the color Light Beige, and I'm going to use the little puff that comes with it to apply. I've never used this powder before, so we'll see how this works. So just going to put this on my face. It's a little darker, but that's okay. I can work with it. So I worked with the powder as much as I could because it is quite dark for my skin, and I like that you can get coverage out of it. It has really good coverage. For my brows, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Color Icon pencil in color 649 Mink Brown, and this is a brow and eyeliner pencil. So I am going to use this to fill in my brows a little bit. Before I put on any eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer as a base, and this is going to help keep my eyeshadows in place. It will help prevent creasing for a few hours, and it also just helps your eyeshadows look more vibrant. So I'm going to put a little bit of this onto each eyelid, and I have worn this before just to test it out, and it's not as good as Urban Decay Primer Potion Too Faced Shadow Insurance or the NARS Eye Primer, which is my favorite and the one that I use all the time. but this does keep my eyeshadows in place for a few hours. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using one of my favorite trios. I've been using this a lot recently and I love it. It is the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio, and I am going to be using the Eyelid color, and I'm just going to use the little applicator, the little sponge applicator that comes with this set. And these eyeshadows are so pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way with these guys. Just putting it on the inner part of my lid and working it out just a little past halfway. This set comes with a little brush that I'm going to use to blend out the edge here. Now I'm going to use a little bit of the crease color, so I'm just going to use the other side of my applicator here, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner. And I look really crazy right now, but now I'm going to use this little brush and I'm going to blend it all out. And now I am going to go back to the first color that I used, and I'm going to use a little sponge applicator here, and I'm going to put that color down here on my lower lash line, just on the inner half. And then I'm going to take the brown color and put it on the outer part. For a highlight color, I'm going to use the lightest color in the trio. I'm going to put a little bit here on the inner corner of my eyes, then put a little bit on my brow bone as well. Then I'm going to use the same pencil that I used for my brows on my upper lash line, and I'm going to get as close to my lashes as possible. So my eyeliner is finished, and now I'm going to curl my lashes with my e.l.f. Eyelash Curler. For mascara, I'm going to be using my Rimmel Extra Wow Lash Building Mascara. So I'm just going to coat my lashes with this. For blush and bronzer, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo. Using my e.l.f. angled brush, I'm going to get a little bit of the blush onto my brush here, and I'm going to sweep it across my cheeks. Then I'm just going to wipe off the brush a little bit so I can get some bronzer on here. And you only need a little bit of this bronzer because this stuff is very pigmented. So I am going to work this into my temples and then down along my jawline a little bit. And then I'll bring a little bit down onto my neck too. Last but not least, for lip gloss, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Glassy Gloss Lip Gel in color 310, this too shall glass. So this is a peachy pink shimmery lip gloss, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this onto my lips. So this is the finished look, and that is going to be it for my $20 makeup challenge tutorial. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I had so much fun going out and looking for these products. So if you try this look out yourself, be sure to tweet me a photo on Twitter or post a photo on Facebook. My Twitter and Facebook will be linked down below for you guys. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!